Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Waiting for it to pop up on my phone. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Ah! Hello, 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 beautiful creatures of the internet. I am your armchair quarterback, Mango Jones. It is a beautiful day. Kinda. I've missed out on like half a day of work and I got nothing else going on right now, so we're streaming. Fucking like how easy would it be for them to just warn you that they're going to be using a gas-powered fucking pressure washer right outside your room? Like I missed out on half a days of fucking work because of that. Bullshit. Anyway, let me give you the usual spiel. Down in the description, you will find links to the stream Pervs, who I'm on a shared StreamYard with, links to the Petty Fam, links to the Black Beans. Tito is infinitely funnier than Yato. Fuck you, Yato. Hold on. Sorry about that. He found a stink bug. You will also find Mango's master list of U.S. resources, which includes everything from LGBTQIA plus resources to reproductive health resources to domestic violence resources and beyond. Also, pinned at the top, you will find this. Yes, the Small Human Help Fund is still going. Yes, there's another arbitrary stream goal. Does it really fucking matter? No. It would be like, if y'all can help, great. If you can't, I understand. A bunch of people helped last night, and I greatly appreciate every single one of y'all that did that. Like, y'all absolutely blew my mind with that shit. I adore you guys. Y'all made such a difference. We ordered a whole bunch of groceries this morning and shit. It was great. So, yeah. Also, I know some people are weird about sending money and stuff, so the treat stream is open. If you want to send Small Human a treat, I'm sure he would appreciate it. So let me say hi to everyone, and we will, everyone that's here so far, and we will jump into some old Shanny and Rev stuff. Because I've got some stuff from around, like, oh, so I've got one of the most recent, fucking Graveyard Flowers. We'll look at that. It's called Jesus Loves Shanny and Other Blasphemy. But we've got stuff from 2020, 2021, when they were inside of Colorado apartment number 3 that we're going to look at. So, yeah. Of course, Taco Tuesday was first, because Taco Tuesday was the first person that knew this was happening. Hey, Billy Boy Blue, nice to see you. Hey, Skits Crasher, it's afternoon for me, but hello, it's nice to see you. Oh, and good luck with your speaking thing today. You're going to do fantastic. Hey, PT Ham, how you doing? Lucifer, how's it going? Hey, y'all, I'm bored and in a fibro flare, so thanks for streaming right now. You're welcome. It seemed like the opportune time. No one else was streaming because, like, I really don't like stepping on the toes of other streamers, especially streamers that, like, I really respect. Like, I don't like doing that shit. Last night was out of character, but the people next to me were like doing the most. So, Shanny is always hurting and hungry. She is constantly hurting and hungry. I wonder what it's like. I mean, I constantly hurt, but like, I have a 10-year-old and he likes to roughhouse because he's a 10-year-old boy. You know, thinks wrestling's cool, all that shit. So we're going to start with the most recent, well, one of the recent Instagram videos from Graveyard Flowers. Because, like, I'm curious. It's only like 20 minutes long, so. But of course, I can take a 20-minute video and stretch into like 3 hours, apparently, with you guys. Also, let me throw Graveyard Flowers link into the chat. If y'all aren't subbed to Graveyard Flowers and y'all want to like keep up with the Shanny shit, like, then y'all need to get subbed. Sub to Graveyard Flowers. Hey, Kimmy, how you doing? I hope you're doing well today. It's wonderful to see you again. All right. Got everything set up? Is everything good? Yeah, everything's good. Ah, the intro wail is just, it's everything. It's wonderful. Hey, Hooves, how you doing?
Hey guys, so there's something I need to address.
What is it, Rev?
Because I've been getting emails.
Emails?
I've been getting DMs and
So, firstly, thank you to, so, for the, know if they would like their name out there like that. So thank. Hmm. Woo. Okay. So. What I was trying to say was thank you to Skits and thank you to the other person that donated. There's a legal name attached, so I don't want to like put your name out there like that. So there we go. Update on that. Is my thing still in the private chat? It is. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. God damn. I love when this happens. It's like the most hilarious shit. There we go. Update. Because like whenever there's just like a stream goal, I'm gonna update y'all whenever like that happens. Hey Stang Doll. I was catching last night. Now I get an actually live one. I know. It's wild. If my internet will cooperate. I'm having a time. Run, Rev. He's never going to run. Has he been kidnapped by the Taliban? Maybe. Somebody help this poor sick Victorian orphan. It's cutting in and out. Oh, that's high quality internet. You're going in and out harder than Rev on Shanty. Or vice versa. Thank y'all. Cartoon cow shit looks better than that guy, doesn't it? Also, oh, one of the things that I really like about my background, if you pay like really close attention to the picture, all of the pieces of cow shit have moles cows in it. Hey J Mag, how's it going? All right, let me share my screen again. I am not streaming 24/7. This morning my work got cut short because they were using a fucking gas powered pressure washer outside. I actually do have a recording of that audio on my fucking Twitter. So I'm passing time. Like literally, because of my current living situation, I am passing time. And I'm actually a quick channel announcement because like the whole reason that I started doing cow stuff is because Miss Parker is away and I have the time because I don't have as much to take care of living where I currently am that I used to because I'm in that transition period. So I am going to probably do some more stuff regarding like DC, negs, all of that, because I do have the time. So not having as much to clean up or take care of or anything like that, like I might as well. I have the fucking time. So I might not have the internet capacity, but I've got the goddamn time. So power washers are loud. Power washers are loud as fucking shit. I have an amazing clip from the legendary Saturday stream if you want to link to that. Ooh. Send me the link and I'll see if I have time for it with everything else. There we go. Pull that up. Bam. Ta-da. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Also, hi, Wildflower. Lovely to see you. Like once I get moved in to a place and situated and everything, like I'm not going to have the time to stream like this anymore because I was streaming like once a month maybe at times and just like hanging out with Miss Parker whenever I was available. So like don't get used to me being here all the time.
It's just not accurate. And I understand why you have the perceptions you do, because you partake in reaction channel content. And I could just say this all day, every day, and it's lost on some. And I guess the people that matter, the people that haven't totally just bought into all of the stuff that they say, this is for you, I guess, because anybody, those people, they're just going to do what they do.
Hey, Griffin Doggo, how you doing? Hey, Sydney, J Gamer. Yeah, everyone's getting spoiled at the moment. Small Human's also getting spoiled. He's actually curled up in bed, like getting ready to take a nap. So, yeah. Dude, you look like you're dying of consumption. He does look like he's dying from consumption. He does. But is it really like buying into lies when there's actual proof of the things that have been said and done. Which, by the way, if y'all remember, so we were watching a bunch of the Shanny cooking stuff. One of the streams that we watched was her eating leftover lasagna and addressing people like, "Oh, you called my son a liar when he said that like we're not abusing him and stuff." I actually did find the clip of William saying those things, but even though I have access to that clip, I will not be playing it because I I would like to respect his privacy on the matter, but I just wanted to be completely transparent with you guys that I did find it. I do know what was said, but I don't think it's something that we should listen to. You know what I mean? It's one thing if like he happens to be in a stream with them, but this clip is entirely of him speaking and I don't fucking like that. So it's funny that they call lies the same thing that comes out of their mouths and we just replay them. Yeah, exactly. Like that makes no sense. Mm. Moving forward.
because they have a motivation for doing it. So the things that people like G-Man are saying about Shannon are not true. Okay. She has been going through declining health for years. I remember when she was with Chris, and we're going back probably 2013, 2014. Um, I saw personally in her videos that her health, I remember one video in particular that she was in bed and she was like, "Oh my God, I have to get up for work." It was earlier in the morning. I don't know what time it was, but it was early. And she was pretty much in tears saying, "I don't know how I can do this today. I really don't." And she was doing that for years.
Hold on, let me run that back a little.
I saw personally in her videos that her health, I remember one video in particular that she was in bed and she was like, "Oh my God, I have to get up for work." It was earlier in the morning. I don't know what time it was, but it was early.
Yeah, typically when you have to wake up early for work and you don't really like have an established or good sleep schedule, or you suddenly change sleep schedules, like your body's going to be stiff. It's going to be uncomfortable. That happens to everyone. When I go to wake up in the morning, I'm just like, "Oh my God, my back." And because my ass is big, like, sometimes I get that cramp that's like right above my hips where it like pulls one way. Oh, at the time she was working. So he's talking about 2014-ish. And she had a job at the time, but she got fired for I want to say live streaming at work. Suck it up, take a bath, and do some stretches. Yeah, if you are able-bodied enough to be able to like do all that, then do that. Like work those kinks out before you go. Kinks. Oh, okay, that's the job that she got fired for screaming at. It was the job where she was living with her parents and was like driving her dad's truck to work that she got fired for live streaming and stuff on the job. That's right. Thank you, Lucifer. Look, I may be very knowledgeable, but sometimes I get things mixed up, and that's okay. That's it. See, I knew I was right. Wait, now I'm confusing myself. Okay, so she was fired for streaming from that job. Was she also fired from streaming from the job with when she was living with her dad and her mom? Yes. Honestly, she was probably screaming while streaming. I'm confused right now. Terrible. Shanny is terrible at everything. She can't even play fucking Animal Crossing great or Stardew Valley. Have you seen her try to fish on those games? I digress. I'll figure out the timeline in a little bit. Let me go through
And
my
she
notes.
was
I have
pretty
notes.
much in tears saying, I don't know how I can do this today. I really don't. And she was doing that for years, guys. Now,
Gotcha.
should she have applied for disability then? I think she should have. Yeah. Uh, but the point is, it's been years, starting at the age of 19, when she had a knee injury that was never taken care of.
What does that have to do with the literal anything that she claims is an issue with herself? Like, for real. One knee injury when you're 19, well, yes, that can absolutely cause some issues. It's not going to cause all of the problems that she claims that she has had forever. One knee injury when you're 19 isn't going to, give her the fibro. Like, come the fuck on, dude.
And that developed into osteoarthritis, and now she's
You're a fucking liar. You're a goddamn fucking liar. A knee injury when you're 19 years old is not going to turn into osteoarthritis, especially when they were telling her that that osteoarthritis issue was in her fucking hip. Remember her x-ray that was just a diagram that was given to her in the paperwork for when she was discharged from the doctor? Remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Petty Farms remembers. That's not how that works. Oh, and she could have easily worked on that osteoarthritis issue because she was given a physical therapist. She was supposed to go to those appointments. They were going to help wean her off of pain medication. They were going to get her moving and they were going to help with everything. But the thing is, she would need to be drug tested. She would need to be vaccinated. She would need to wear a mask. And she refused to do all fucking three. Full of shit. Afternoon, Holafola. How's it going? I've had some injuries that shit hurt, yet I'll go on 30 plus mile bike rides. Even went 60 miles once. Yeah. He's full of. She's in shit. Yes. Crinkle heart from a knee injury. It's a shame how that works. Isn't it? Hey, Quasi. It was a real x ray. The x ray technician was an inspiring artist and drew it for it. Yes. He was quite the aspiring artist, Quasi. I have bad knees from the rodeo circuit. I screwed up my back and I'm in need of a new hip. And I still get up and do stuff. I don't know what the holdup is for them other than sloth. That's pretty much all it is. It's just sloth. I broke my knee when I was 12. Yes, I broke my knee. I now have arthritis in my right knee, yet I can do all the shit that I do. But Hooves, here's the question. Did your knee injury result in arthritis of your hip? And specifically osteoarthritis of your hip? Something their God doesn't approve of. The X-Ray Tech was one of her YouTube fans. Right now, I'm taking care of my man's mom. She recently had double knee replacement 7 days ago, and the doctors say it was from past injuries. But they did say laying in bed makes arthritis worse. Yeah, it absolutely does. It does make arthritis worse. Also, don't forget, she claims the osteoarthritis is growing. Yes, her osteoarthritis is in fact growing and spreading. Um, Keep an eye out. It's gonna. It's spread to her back now. I think they said like it's in her back or something. I didn't know that could happen. I know developing arthritis in certain places can happen because, uh, like Pecan said, laying in bed, it can make arthritis worse. And you can develop arthritis because of things like not moving around enough. Osteoarthritis. But, even though, yeah, it's not a fungus, it's not just going to spread. Maybe Shanny injured her knee again beating on Rev. You're right. The knee bone connected to her hip bone.
40 with osteoarthritis, and it's progressed it's everywhere in her body almost at this point. So
that is a very valid point right there. Her knee arthritis sure didn't stop her from sitting cross-legged in bed for hours. Oh yeah, that shit would destroy my knees so bad.
I am her husband, and I've been in the doctor's office with her. And he's a good doctor that has evaluated her. And she has these things that have been talked about. Okay. What's being said is that the one email said, well, Shanny probably just Googled something for disability and like, oh, this is the one
Exactly,
I should
Sydney.
pursue.
You get up and
And he
do
shouldn't
stuff.
pursue
Like you
osteoarthritis
work
for
and do stuff.
disability because it's one of the harder things to prove or something like that.
I'm sorry. Repeat that for me, Rev. Just repeat a little bit of that for me.
Is the one I should pursue, and he shouldn't pursue osteoarthritis for disability because it's one of the harder things to prove or something like that. Look,
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna have to take it back just a tiny bit. Just one more again. One more again. A little bit farther back though.
the one email said, well, Shanny probably just Googled something for disability and like, oh, this is the one I should pursue. And he shouldn't pursue osteoarthritis for disability because it's one of the harder things to prove or something like that.
Uh-huh. Now, osteoarthritis, like, it's really not one of the harder things to prove. It's just the diagnosis was made in 2021. She has done nothing to try to help remedy it, and they need to have documentation of her trying to remedy it with the physical therapy, with the being taken off of meds, with the everything. And you need to have years of documentation of all of the things that you have tried for this not working and it causing an issue in your daily life and making it to where you cannot work and you cannot do the things that other people normally would be able to do, that allistics and able-bodied people are able to do. Like, disability in the US has a very specific system and a very specific way they go about things. And even if you have years upon years of documentation and proof of it causing you issues, you can still get denied because a state doctor or a federal doctor, because they send it to a state doctor that is not associated with you or your family to be evaluated, and They send it to a federal doctor after it's approved by the state, which is why you should go to your state disability board and get approved for disability before you file for federal. Just saying. And then they can still just be like, well, this isn't enough proof for us, or I think you should try these other methods to remedy the situation before you can be declared disabled. Like, it's a whole process. It's not nearly whatever they're trying to say it is. The disability process is fucking wild. Any hoozle. It's not hard to prove at all. It's just a CT or MRI. Yeah, exactly. I have a bad knee and can squat. Just hurts getting back up sometimes. Is he suggesting the doctor is one of their YouTube trolls? Maybe. It's possible. Watching his neck do that made mine spasm. It's like watching Frank Tourette. Frank and his one single Tourette. Yeah, it's hard as fuck to get disability. She's also said Doc said she'll need hip knee replacement in her 50s. If it's as bad as she says, they wouldn't be waiting that long. Not necessarily Griffin Doggo. So, it's entirely possible that they're saying that she'll need hip knee replacement in her 50s because of her size. She might be omitting the fact that they're telling her that she needs to lose weight because at her current size, with all of the pressure that she's putting on herself and the fact that she isn't moving around or anything, that like, hey, if you don't fix these things, you'll need a hip or knee replacement by the time you're 50. And she's using that to garner sympathy points by being like, it's spreading so bad, I'm going to need these things in my 50s. When that's like not what they said. So yeah, that's my thought on it. It's scary fun when your knee gives out on you randomly when going up and down the stairs. Yeah, it's also like scary fun whenever your ankle just like rolls out of place. You know what I mean? Getting a knee replacement at her age doesn't sound like something doctors would recommend. Nope. It can make things worse, and I believe they try to put it off as long as possible. Yep. They also try and find so many things to help remedy the issue before they go down that route. My mom was potentially looking at needing to have some sort of like knee replacement at some point if she had not lost weight, because she's short and she was much larger. But my mom actually lost 75 pounds. Like, she went on a keto diet. She put in the work. She's always on her feet at work and moving around, and she gets in her steps, but she switched up her diet. She's doing great. Guess who does not need to have a knee replacement at any point, to their knowledge, because she's not putting that much pressure onto her knees. It's really easy. Like, sure, the lifestyle change itself can be difficult, and you'll slip. It happens. But still, like, put in the work, Shannon. Your body will thank you.
Look,
No, it's not.
it's so ridiculous. The email.
You get an X-ray, and it shows it. That's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe they should Google a little bit harder. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's true. But the point is that there's people that put out in the content of their videos that it's just Shanny's lying about everything having to do with her health. And I'm telling you,
Because she is. It is. Like, she had a VR device. She could have played Beat Saber and lost weight just using her arms. Look, she got in trouble once for shaking her arms at people. She might have torn down the house.
you, I have no reason to lie about this. Okay, none. I'm her husband. I sat in the office with her because she wanted me with her. And I've heard what the doctor has said. And she was in physical therapy until they stopped physical therapy completely, of course, because of stupid fucking COVID.
They didn't stop physical therapy completely because of stupid fucking COVID. Um, she got diagnosed in December of 2021. She went to her first physical therapy appointment in 2021. Y'all complained about the fact that you needed to wear masks and you needed to be vaccinated and you needed to be drug tested for her to attend physical therapy. Stupid fucking COVID didn't end her physical therapy sessions. You made the choice to stop attending her physical therapy sessions because you did not agree with the guidelines that they had in place. You fucking moron. Shanny needs to stop sleeping on the couch too. Like, put the mattress on the floor, like Amber, if anything. Well, so at the uncle's house, they used to pretty much have like a mattress on the floor in one of the rooms downstairs. The way that the room was set up, you had the mattress on the floor, you had a dresser not too far away. The air fryer at one point was living on top of the dresser. The bed was pushed against the wall. The computer was right on the other side of the bed. Jason would often be seen like standing at the foot of the bed, which was right by the door. Yeah. I'm surprised I remember all that, but we had it mapped out at one point. Like the air fryer was on top of the dresser right behind the computer setup. Now they're just so lazy that they literally sleep on the couches. Jason has no reason to lie. He is not going to be beaten if he disagrees with her. Please don't hit Revy. Revy has been a good boy. Revy is saying all of the lies. PT gives you exercises you can do at home too. Yeah, absolutely. Physical therapy gives you homework. But Jesus Christ. The times I went to physical therapy, they go over your abilities, teaches you how to do the exercises, and then you can do them at home. Yeah. But she only went to one physical therapy session. Yeah. Well, Wildflower said, do it. Cool. I appreciate all of the people that are here. That's a lie, and Rev told on himself. Red made a scene because he wasn't there for medical advice on his own words. Yeah. Like, they put all of this stuff out there. Like, we can't just go back and, like, find these words or something. What? So lazy they kept food in the bathroom where Shanny shits, so they didn't have to walk down the stairs.
They stopped it completely. She might be on a much better path of health if she could have kept going to those PT sessions.
She could have been on a much better path to health if she'd been willing to follow the fucking rules and continue to go to physical therapy. Again, you kind of fucked that one up, didn't you?
Or regardless, that was done away with because of COVID. So,
liar.
What I want you guys to know is that reaction channels are full of shit about what they say about Shanny's health.
Did I pull that video? I'm pretty sure that I pulled that video. Hold on. One moment, you guys. I'm terribly sorry. Where was it? Let me go to my YouTube history. There's one particular thing. Hold on. Let's see. Pretty sure. Was it Fat Courtney Love's channel? I think it might have been. Don't worry, you guys. This is important. Important. Oh, yes, it was this channel. Okay, hold on. Ba-doom, da-doom. Da-do, da-do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Now, mind you, the video that we're watching right now comes to us from October 11th, 2023. It was literally last year. Or, I'm sorry, it was literally yesterday. Goddamn. I'm tired, y'all. Having a day. Anyway. Hey, Low Energy, how you doing? Give it a moment. It's going to take like a minute for this to download because I can't just play it off of YouTube. Just like I can't like open up my Discord on my laptop because it like kills the Wi-Fi. And last night, fucking yeah, of course. I was supposed to be on Low Energy's thing yesterday, and like my Wi-Fi is so shit last night that it crapped out, and then like I couldn't open Discord on my laptop. It kept crashing. I cannot wait to be out of here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so now reaction channels are lying about Shanny's health, right? It's the reaction channels. Just the reaction channels. Not This video comes to us from 2019. It's called Be Nice to Me. I'm probably going to die soon.
Zup. I'm Shanny for Christ here. And, I can't use the show because it's cute. Anyway. I get the Etude box. I
Very
love
greasy.
my Korean Japanese beauty products, by the way. But, anyway, despite that, okay, I made a video saying I'm quitting YouTube, right? And
of course,
I've done that. I don't know how many times to say I'm going to quit YouTube and stuff. I'm like so fucking wishy-washy about it. You know.
Oh, why did it quit sharing? Why did it do that? I don't know. Hold on. But I'm actually like really proud of her for admitting that she's very wishy-washy about the whole quitting YouTube thing. Like, we know. We see it. I'm done, and then you come back.
Do want to quit YouTube.
Do you?
But there's a little thing there that I can't help. I can't quit you. I can't quit YouTube. It's merely because, I have a lot of people who message me and ask me the same questions over and over and ask if I'm okay and stuff. And it's just like, I don't want to worry people like that. And like, I don't want them to think that I'm like going to go all suicidal and die because I don't want to die. My life is awesome right now.
Is your life awesome? Are you sure it was awesome? Because, like, you couldn't legally live with Rev because there was a restraining order between the two of y'all because you beat him following the Detective Baja Blast thing. And, like, it was a whole scene. It was a big, huge whole scene. Yeah. You sure?
Well, I mean, it's as awesome as it can be, but I mean, it's full of hope in a way, and not in a way,
Her life is full of hope in a way, but also not in a way. What's the way and what's not the way? Hold on, you guys. Sorry. There we go. Had to do that. Okay, so
because I am getting very bad marks on my breasts, and I need to go into a the fuck is the cancer doctor's called? Oh my god, Shannon.
oncologist. Oncologist. But how many times has she said that, like, she's got these weird marks on her titties and so she's got to go see the oncologist? Like, she says the same shit every single year. It is, like, this video is from 2019 and she's talking about this shit. Last time she talked about it was over the summer, I want to say, where she was like, "Oh, I'm dying. I've got these marks on my tits." And dude, it's a Shanny cycle.
An oncologist, sorry. An oncologist.
It's the titty cycle.
I got to get that taken care of. But before that, I have an appointment on Friday with a cardiologist. So,
What did happen to your heart issues there, Shanny? What happened to your crinkle heart? Did it miraculously heal? Because you don't really talk about, like, the heart issues all that much anymore. Actually, for a while, when you got the osteoarthritis diagnosis, you dropped, like, literally every other diagnosis that you claimed that you had. And then suddenly, because you couldn't use the osteoarthritis thing anymore because you willingly quit going to physical therapy. But yeah, I just wanted to remind y'all that, we do have proof. There's physical proof of her, like, saying this shit for years. Literal years. The reaction channels aren't lying about her health, Rev. She's the one that's always lying about her health.
All of it is bullshit. I am her husband telling you the truth. She has these disabilities and they're progressing every day. Every day she gets worse, not better, and that's what the doctor said would happen because of all of the various diagnoses she has. That is the truth. Okay. Stop emailing about lies about disability and all this stuff. It's fiction. It's total fiction.
It's not, though.
You want to hit me on saying I'm lying about my mental shit? You're going to do it. Whatever. But the fact of the matter is I'm in a position right now where I'm going through a transition of my life and I'm dealing with that.
Pizza?
I'm forced into it and it's extremely stressful. I couldn't even hold the phone because I've been shaken so bad. So you got.
I'm pretty sure that's just withdrawals. Because, like, Shanny had gone and gotten, like, 5 different prescriptions from 5 different doc in a boxes. And, like, here we are. You're in a transition period. But, like, you sure it's not just withdrawals from not having access to those drugs right now? Oh, for diabetes, you should just do Coke? Damn, I wish I would have known that before. Lord knows I wish my heart could be healed with fast food. I wish everything could just be healed with fast food. But That's not how the real world works. It's not how the human body works. It's sad.
Guys doing that, of course, adds to my anxiety and all of this shit. You probably like that. But to the people that aren't sold out to believe in every fucking lie that these reaction channels are saying, I'm here coming to you to tell you the truth. Now, you can choose to believe a lie, but if you're a good person, you're not going to do that. You're going to listen to the husband, who is me, telling you the truth of what's going on in the situation.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to listen to you because you lie as often as you breathe. That just is what it is. Sydney, you are not fat. Stop it. Yeah, just Coke and diabetes. It's gone. It's called the Chantal treatment. Oh. I need to keep that in mind.
Lives were uprooted, and I can put, if I knew the exact date of when it happened, I could put an exact date on it. But the night that we got swatted at the habitat was the turning point, because
you were not swatted at the habitat. You hit a car with a child in it. You fled the scene. Multiple witnesses saw it. They got your license plate number. They gave that information over to the cops. The damage on the back of your vehicle matched the damage on the back of the vehicle that you hit. Your paint was on their car and vice versa. The cop showed up one night to issue you a ticket. You were being pretty belligerent and like, I don't care. And Shanny made herself known and had to bring up her BPD. And then the next day, when they came to deliver that ticket, dispatch not only told the officer that was coming, Officer Ray, that there was a order of protection between you and Shanny and you were the protected party. But because she knew that Shanny was present at the house, she called for backup. She got Officer Pratt, who you punched with your wrist, to meet her at the habitat. And when you punched him with your wrist, there was multi-agency answer to that because you punched a sheriff's deputy. It wasn't just some regular police officer. You punched a sheriff's deputy in the face with your wrist. You were not swatted. You done fucked up. You fucked around and you found the fuck out. Don't blame the trolls. Don't blame the internet people for you being that fucking stupid.
we got kicked out of that place that we could very easily afford.
Your fault.
And we'd still be there.
Your fault.
If it wasn't for the malicious trolls that lie.
Fucking false. The day that you had your first court appearance for punching an officer in the face was the day that the habitat filed for eviction. Want to know how I fucking know? It's on the Colorado goddamn LexisNexis. Anyone can go look that shit up. And anyone, when they look up your name, can also see that you still owe Boulder, Colorado over $300 for punching a fucking officer in the face. You're a goddamn fucking idiot if you don't think that people can find this. It's public goddamn fucking record.
All day, every day on these reaction channels. It was not Shanny coming into my life that ruined me. Okay. I want you to stop saying that shit, especially people that I know are pretty good people. You're just being deceived. I'm telling you, I am the same person I was before I met Shanny. He's in there. I'm just a little, I'd say, wiser from age and dealing with not honest, predatory people. I never had to deal with that before because I secluded myself and I dealt with who I wanted to deal with. And I made my own fucking beer. I didn't need money from no one. So I was sovereign and I didn't need to deal with people.
Yeah, you were sovereign. You didn't need to deal with people. You had this nice little group of friends on the internet that you spent time with. You had a friend that was trans, that even though you didn't like fully agree with everything with her, you still got along with her fucking great. There was a genuine mutual love and respect there. And Shanny took it all away. Shanny took it away. During the performance art, didn't he say that was the case? Yes. And actually, I think sometime soon we will review the domestic violence performance art video. I am currently at a place within my own dealing with trauma and shit that I think that I can safely review that. But I think I can comfortably review that now. So we'll definitely take a look at it sometime soon. Rev is so dumb. Shanny pulled you away from people for herself. Exactly. Rev is more wisdomness now. Well, Mr. Possum King, yes. Much more wisdomness. Hey, Tiny Captain, how you doing?
For help. I didn't need any help. So when this time came and I needed help with everything, including basic health needs like hygiene products and stuff like this is a brand new world for me. Coming on the internet going, could you please donate to my PayPal? I never did that once. Not once did I ever ask for money on Revelation News because I didn't fucking need it. Okay? I was privileged and I didn't need it. Regardless of all that, Shanny did not ruin me.
Then why did you have to specify that never once on your Revelation News channel? On your Revelation News channel. Because you were there with Shanny on her channel when she was talking about needing stuff. Why'd you make that specification, Rev?
Want that as clear as possible. And I know I've said this many times, but the polluting the well, the poisoning of the well that these reaction channels do, I understand that it can be very effective in swaying people's opinions. I get that. But you have the guy that's married to the person you're talking about. And I'm telling you that these people are on every count
Hey, Fit and Curvy.
lying about her. I've been with her. It's going to be 6 years soon. Okay, coming up in March 7th. It will be 6 years that I'm with this woman.
Once again, I ask, is that the day that she moved in or the day that she gave you her gray?
and she is nothing of what they make her out to be. She's a sick woman that's been declining in health since the age of 19. And not even to her own actions. It's the.
Sorry, guys, hold on. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. That's a very sickly woman, y'all. So sick. Her health is declining. Look at that health decline.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do y'all see that declined health? Man, from the time that she was 19 until now, the health. It's declining so bad. Don't you see it with those punches? They're so weak.
That's what's Shanny for Christ.
It continues in my.
So weak. Such a weak thing. She cannot punch good, but she can sure punch Rev enough.
Her, as you know, her parents were whatever. I mean, I don't know what kind of words I could put on that shit. Okay. But you are engaging in mob mentality against a person that you don't know at all, because you think it's either entertaining to get so intimately involved with someone's life that you start talking about their psychiatric needs and their physical needs, like acting like you know better than we do, who are living that's Paris.
Look here, listen. I did not start talking about Shanny on live streams for a very, very long time. And I've been around since they played her clip on DP of her saying that the moon is a goddamn fucking hologram. I have been around for a goddamn long time. But I haven't said shit. Have I talked shit in chats? Sure. But like, I haven't streamed about it for a very long time. And the only reason that I feel as comfortable streaming about it as I do now is because of the fact that the boys are out of the house and there is so much documentation of all of the bullshit lies that you have put out on the fucking internet that it's easy to talk about. It's easy to put together a timeline. It's easy to show where you have said one thing, done a different thing, but then said you did thing like Z when you did thing B, but you also did thing 3. You know, it's one of those things. I will never claim to know more about Shanny's physical health than she does, purely because I do not live in that gelatinous mold that is Shanny. But I will say that it's very obvious that she is lying about the vast majority of the physical ailments that she claims to have. Because you were saying, Rev, that she couldn't walk. But there was video of you doing a stream in the kitchen of the house that you're in, and she's walking behind you to go to the fucking fridge. And she's walking just fucking fine. I will never claim to know more about Shanny when it comes to her mental health. But I can say that it's obvious that she is just using mental health as an excuse because her mental health issues change as often as a normal person changes fucking underwear. Because we definitely know that y'all do not bathe and y'all don't do fucking shit. Shanny talked about people's mental issues too. She tried to diagnose Pete's, Chantal, Dee Dee. Yeah. She ran to the door a few months ago for her pills. Yep. But she can't walk, y'all. Look, I am just an armchair quarterback. But even I can see where all of the lies lie. You know what I mean? I feel like the surface area of her fists and how small Rev is, she hits him dead on every time. Yeah. And like, I'm sure that when he was bigger, it wasn't as much of an issue. Like, I have a clip where he calls himself the bingo wing individual. So I'm sure that when his arms were fatter, it was more of an issue, but now he's just like terrified because he probably bruises super easy now. I remember that moon hologram shit. Yeah. Moon is a hologram and the earth is flat, of course. And on the other side of the moon, I think one of the current things going around is there's like a Nazi base or something. I don't know. I don't keep up with the weird conspiracies like that, but I probably should. Hey, Lil's Cow, how's it going? What if Rev got up and washed and got a job one day? Oh my god. Man. Then we would definitely be like in Bizarro World. Like, that shit would be fucking wild. According to Rev, she ran to the door when G-Man came by. Yeah, but you guys, she has trouble walking. She has trouble doing stuff. She can't function right. Except when she wants to fucking function right. Look, everyone is functioning in some way, shape, or form. Everyone is. But when you're selectively functional in certain areas to perpetuate your own lies and false diagnoses that you gave yourself, like, that's a fucking issue. I think when he says wisdom, he truly means whipped. I think you're probably right on that, Hooves. Yeah. QTC was like stoked because, you know, they're in a fibro flare. They're having a difficult time. Having trouble walking. Think pulled calf. Like, that fucking sucks. And that's fucking terrible. And I don't think Shanny or Rev is ever going to understand, like, how truly terrible something like that feels. I don't fucking understand it because I don't have fibro. But I know people that do. And when they're in a flare-up and they're having just a horrible fucking time, it's obvious they're having a horrible fucking time. They can't just turn that pain emotion off the way that Shanny can when someone in the chat says something that she thinks is insulting. Know what I mean?
Social relationships, and it's crazy. It makes no sense to. And I saw somebody in a comment saying, well, you talk about parasocial relationships, but then you expect people to buy you things. What does that have to do? That has nothing to do with a parasocial relationship.
You literally wanted Shane Dawson to be your friend so that he could be generous and buy you stuff. Remember? You did the video on Instagram about it, like, just a few days ago. We talked about it, too. But I guess that doesn't count, right? Because it's you. Rules for thee and not for me. Pimp Monk always scares the shit out of me when he talks about the gout in his legs. Yeah. Yeah, because that shit's fucking scary. Like, dude's been through a lot. The issue, Rev, is that you don't offer anything hardly ever. You just sit there moping like Charlie Brown without the wit. I'm stealing that. That's beautiful. 10 out of 10.
Everybody on the internet.
Oh, like, also, besides the Shane Dawson thing, when it comes to them and parasocial relationships, like, they thought that they could be friends with fucking Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas, PewDiePie, all of these people just because they shouted them out in a few videos and bought a bunch of merch. What do you call that, Rev? Can you explain that one to me? The people talking about the stuff that you willingly put online that contradicts the other things that you've put online. No, we can't talk about that, right? That's a parasocial relationship, right?
At either asked for lots of people, not everybody, but lots of people asked for donations and have an Amazon wish list and stuff like this. And the people that are fans of them don't expect them to have intimate knowledge of what you had for dinner. Okay, that's crazy. That makes no fucking sense.
Well, see, those people that have like their donation links and stuff and their Amazon wish lists and everything like that, a lot of the big YouTubers that do that, they aren't able to build the same type of connection with their audience that other people can. No, they're not going to have intimate knowledge of certain things. But you and Shanny cultivated a chat that's like so small and so close and that's so full of trolls that, yeah, a lot of times we do know what you had for dinner the night before because you fucking told us willingly. No one forced you to tell us. I could tell you what I had for lunch today. But what's it going to do for any of this? Not a goddamn thing. I let everyone know earlier that I ordered a bunch of groceries, but that's because people were nice enough to put money inside of the PayPal pool, which I appreciate. And I'm going to tell you what I bought with it because that's the whole point of the PayPal pool. Jesus Christ. Any hoozle. How fucked up is your life that you are pussy whipped by an Arby's roast beef and cheddar? QTC, I don't think we want to know the answer to that. I don't think we want to know. We don't need to know what the cheddar is. Not the extra cheddar. We don't need to know. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, even if you're morbidly curious. But yeah, Rev, there's a lot of nuance when it comes to things like that. And like the biggest difference is you offer this info up for nothing. That's the thing. Oh my God. If you believe in yourself, you can be your own dairy farm. Why? What? I don't even have a response to this one. I'm baffled. And that's a lot of dedication.
And it never will. Okay.
God
You
damn it.
need to come back to a nice, a stable mental state where it's like, okay, these are two people on the internet.
Oh my god. The Jordan Peterson dick milking thing, like, I love that he was trying to use that to like make a point, but it's like, dude, the point is you were looking this shit up on your own time willingly. Like, you were searching for dick milking fetish porn? Like, that's on you. And it wasn't even in China. No, it wasn't. Probably smells like a war in there. Hey, Yami, how you doing? Oh, I hope your nap went well. No, I do love, though, when people try and, like, do gotchas, but it's like, dude, now we know what you search for. Like, when there was the congressional hearing about TikTok, and one of the guys on the panel, the congressional panel, he was like, well, whenever I go on TikTok, all I see are like these underage girls in skimpy outfits, like dancing to stuff. And it's like, dude, that's because that's what you've been looking up. That's what your algorithm gives you. That's not the fault of TikTok itself. That's you. Like, what? Wild. Wild. I love when they tell on themselves. It's fucking fantastic. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? It was research. Up yours, woke moralist. Yeah, research. Look, I have Googled some weird shit in my time. I fall down these really weird rabbit holes. I have gotten in trouble with law enforcement. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I've Googled some weird stuff. And I have looked up things that I probably shouldn't because of doing research and falling down rabbit holes. But, like, come on, come on. Just come the fuck on. I don't look up stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When I go on TikTok, it is typically MILFs and soccer moms. That sounds about right for you, Hooves. I get other mentally ill millennials, some of which are parents, some are not. And I get sex workers. Mango, research. Look. It is what it is, Billy Boy Blue. Often, Mango asks herself, how did we get here? I do ask myself that question a fair bit. I do. Walking the dog and just heard, I've looked up things I shouldn't. Whale. I get a lot of odd stuff on TikTok. I've gotten a few odd things, like monster art. That was kind of odd. The guy that dresses like Quagmire and just is existing quietly as Quagmire, like in a Quagmire mask. I don't know what's going on with him, but like some things you probably shouldn't question. We have derailed quite a bit. This is a 20-minute video. We're 11 minutes in, and we've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. See, this is what I enjoy about, like, reviewing shit. I love being able to have little side quests with the chat to talk about other things while we review stuff, because it breaks up the monotony of their bullshit better. You know what I mean? The boomers do the weirdest shit on TikTok? Yes. I live for chaotic derailment. Yeah. Look what you said earlier. You're not wrong.
That make content, give opinions. How many people are doing that streaming?
I have.
How many? Hundreds of millions at this point? Probably. Yeah. Globally, streaming is becoming a very viable career option for many people, and some, specifically, I'd say TikTok and Instagram girls, they're probably at the top of the.
There's this one dude that I follow on TikTok who's actually able to pay his rent pretty well through it. ZL, ZIEL, ZL. Oh, right now I'm in a rabbit hole of old people fighting over stealing someone's boyfriend. Ooh. So the other day I fell down a rabbit hole because like a while ago this chick popped up on my TikTok For You page and she was talking about her ex-boyfriend Curtis, who was living with his 16-year-old baby mama who he knocked up when she was like 13. It was the whole thing. But then I saw her again because I hadn't seen her in a while. And she was like getting her ass beat by this other TikToker. So I fell down that rabbit hole and that was so much fun. Live for that shit.
Heap where all they need to do is shake their butt a little bit.
It's a whole thing, Lucifer. If you know, you know.
Making career option, depending on the way you look or the way you speak and how effectively you can communicate things.
I mean, he's not wrong. So essentially, yeah, like if you were able to phrasing QTC. Speaking of old people, I fell down the Andy Dick hole recently. Andy Dick is wild. Absolutely fucking wild. Howdy, howdy, Red Royals. How you doing? The Womblands. Oh my god, the Womblands was like 3 seasons long and was just crazy. Like I actually want to do a deep dive one day on the Womblands thing. But the issue that I'm running into, so I've done a shitload of research, obviously. I have videos, I have stuff that has been done, tons of research. But the issue that I run into is once you get to where our exorcist comes in, Savannah. Now, the reason that I'm running into an issue there is because Savannah and Dinesh, even though they're just like, oh, yeah, we're doing this for the greater good, blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Our exorcist, Savannah, she became popular because she doxed a teenager for stitching a video and kind of calling out why she shouldn't have put like what she carries on her when she goes for a jog on the internet. Like she doxed him. She contacted his family and all this other shit. And she has taken it way too far in a lot of situations. And there is proof of them having used programs to fish people's information. I have that proof. But like I do not want to go through the grief and the strife that other people that have called out Dinesh and our exorcist have gone through. So I am getting all of my ducks in a row before I touch that. It'll be a great deep dive. Like it will. It's full of so much information. I love doing these research projects, but it's a matter of approaching it the right way and providing the most information. Didn't Lance have an OnlyFans? And people were like, we understand now. Lance did have an OnlyFans. But the thing is, Lance, he kind of gotten himself in trouble, like, after a certain point. Because things started coming out about him and, like, all of the native aunties, they were calling him out and, you know, a lot of stuff happened. Woundlands was like 3 seasons. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Andy Dick is on IP2. I remember that. He mostly sleeps on the floor. He gets way up close to the screen to read chat, and people tell him he's a predator and talk about Phil Hartman. Oh my god. Just finished work, so better than I was 20 minutes ago. Harry, I'm doing pretty well today. We ordered groceries this morning. We did schoolwork. I was doing regular work, but they were using a fucking gas-powered fucking pressure washer like right outside my room, so I had to stop work early because I couldn't fucking hear anything. Which is hard when you work customer service. But overall, today's been pretty fucking good. I'm stuck in the Music Ms. Marty Cyrex situation. Oh my god, be careful in that rabbit hole. That rabbit hole is, oh, there's so much to it. Yes, yay for groceries. We love groceries around here. Small Human also got a treat. I bought him cookies. Has he eaten most of those cookies? Yes, absolutely. But I got him cookies.
It's very viable because people go, remember, guys, YouTube isn't a job. You're full of shit. It is. If you got the talent.
That sounds about
Start
right.
using it as a job.
Yeah. Are you getting some, it's getting some extra dough. Exactly.
That's how full of shit they are.
Yeah. So that's the purpose of this video, is to just simply tell you guys, the people that are honest, that you saw something that you didn't like about either me or Shanny, and you're like, well, this outrages me. And you're just, I'm telling you, you're believing lies. The stuff that's outraging you is
Billy Boy Blue,
lies.
you're right. He
now,
did.
if you're
I remember
talking
that.
about the N-word thing that happened, yeah, that did happen, and Shanny has repented for that a billion.
Which inward thing? Rev? Which inward thing? There's a lot of inward things. She said it quite a few times. It's on video too. Have you repented for your inward thing? You know, when you said it like 18, 19 times over the course of like a minute and a half? Did you repent for that? Yeah, which time? We'd love to know.
Million times over. And me too, because I did the same thing when I got really triggered with the Dragnot stuff. And I knew I was going to lose my channel anyway, because you got the haters mass flag our channels for nothing, and they get taken down. I did. I said the N-word a bunch of times, and I've repented for that and apologized for that a bunch of times too. Okay. But I'm telling you,
yeah, PT him. Have you never gotten so mad that you just suddenly become racist? Like, have you never gotten so angry that you just start throwing around slurs that you wouldn't normally say? Like, Jesus Christ. They can't even lean into the rage bait shit correctly anymore. No, they can't. No, crazy.
else that you're being told negative about us, like we're scammers and this stuff, it's not true. It's just not true. It's inaccurate propaganda. I'm telling you.
So you constantly need like $40 for Shanny's medicine, and then you end up with like cigarettes and all of this other stuff. Is that not a scam? That not what that is? Because like I can easily right now take a picture of the food that I ordered and show that I spent money from the PayPal pool on food. I can show toiletries that I spent money on. pull-ups, wipes. I can pull up each and every time that I've ordered those, screenshot it, and show people. Where's the proof that you spent the money on her medication? I can show you where I got his. Money for drugs and food. Yeah, pretty much. But did you get goldfish? I did not get goldfish because they were ridiculously priced. I'm waiting for them to go on sale. Because, like, Walmart's not on grocery delivery for here. So, which is fine. But, yeah. It's okay. I will get him goldfish soon. And he will be so happy. Love goldfish. Drugs are medicine to them. That's right. I forgot. Delta 8 is dangerous. I mean, I personally cannot do Delta 8 because I take Adderall for my ADHD, and Delta 8 in a lot of places will test positive for THC, and that can get my ADHD meds taken away from me. I love it.
Joseph Goebbels' book Propaganda, they do the same shit. If you repeat lies enough times, then simple-minded folks are going to believe it. And if it's a big enough lie, like, oh my God, these people are literally just like internet terrorists that are trying to take people's money from them and stuff. Big enough lie, people are going to believe it. I'm speaking to you, honest people that are just outraged. I'm telling you that we're not at all what these channels make us out to be.
Oh yeah, I know that Delta 8 is a type of THC, but it was always marketed as THC for people that can't smoke marijuana. You know what I mean? So it's good to put that clarifier out there for people that may not know that it does test positive for marijuana at like doctors' offices and stuff. I live in California, so I've never done Delta 8. That's fair. You are in Cali. Oh, do they? I've had the s'mores fucking goldfish before. They're really fucking good. I've tried Delta 8 gummies once and they were amazing. Totally relaxed me and acted as an awesome painkiller and soothed my psoriasis. No joke. Oh yeah, I don't doubt that like it does good for a bunch of people, but it also depends on the person. You know what I mean? Some people can't handle that particular strain, and some people it does nothing for, like with a QTC. Everyone's different. I can't take melatonin. Melatonin does absolutely shit all for me. Some people have an issue when they take like stimulants for their ADHD that they lose their appetite, but I don't lose my appetite. Like everyone's different. Human bodies are fucking weird.
We're two people that are trying to find our way at this point because I'm in a completely new world. I'm having to do things now that have since I've been an adult, 19, have really, I couldn't even go to college because of the stuff that I experienced. But now I'm pushed into it, and I'm going to do my best to deal with whatever comes next. I'm not sure what's coming next in my life. I wish I did. If I could have some kind of vision.
That makes sense. Regular weed for my seizures. See, like we're trying to figure out exactly what type of seizures small human is having, because like at first his seizure med was working just fine, but he has had an increase in seizures, and they're primarily at night when he's like sleeping. So we're not sure anymore if it's his brain misfiring into that empty chunk where like his right frontal lobe should be, since like that's missing. We don't necessarily know if it's that anymore. We also do know that there is a cyst on his brain, so we're trying to figure out like what exactly is causing it. We should be getting in for a sleep study soon, so he might end up on weed for his seizures too, or CBD, or something that he takes at night for that. We'll see what happens. CBD seems to work for seizures. Like, yes, I have heard of the Charlotte's Web strain of everything. Like, it's absolutely phenomenal. But small human seizures are not to the point of needing something that is that I would say strong. Need something lighter than that, because that's for severe seizure disorders, and his is not quite severe, just increased from what it was. We'll get it figured out. Tried a gummy called Euphoria, never again. I'm okay with not so much THC or anything that makes me so loopy that I just giggle like a bitch. Last time I got high, I giggled at a chocolate chip Eggo waffle. So I feel you. That Eggo waffle was fucking amazing, let me tell you. And her parents, yeah, I remember reading the story about that. Like, that just, it was wild to me.
Of seeing where I'm going to be going forward, then I would feel a lot better about this shit. But I don't, and I'm dealing with that, and I'm doing my best to sort through it. And Shanny's doing her best to do whatever she can to help the situation, which is limited because of her health. Her physical health is very difficult. So if the reaction channel people can find any modicum of decency left in their hearts, which is probably asking a lot, you guys are in the swamp. You are in disgusting demonic shit every day, and that includes G-Man. G-Man makes a channel called Sowing and Reaping, and he said to me direct in person, we were talking about this channel, and there was no drama shit on that channel when he first started it. This is going to be a children's channel for Jesus.
I highly doubt that G-Man ever wanted to run a children's channel for Jesus. Like, I seriously doubt that. Like, it is sad that she passed, but yeah, that definitely like very much improved her quality of life. Her help is expanding a little more every day until her whole ass absorbs the couch. This is. Oh, thanks, Billy Boy Blue. I appreciate you. What child would willingly watch G-Man? None child. None child would willingly watch G-Man. Zero. None. Zilch. Oh, sorry, guys. I have to take a moment because I have to update that. Because I told you, while the stream goal is arbitrary, because, like, I don't expect to reach it, and I expect y'all to spend your money on yourselves, because, like, you earned it. That's what you're supposed to do. Someone else did give to the stream goal for today, and, like, we have 110 to go. Cool. Whatever is not met on the stream goal, it'll just be the stream goal for next time. It's like, we're good right now. But, like, you know, sometimes people still want to help and stuff, and, you know, the pool is pretty much to keep us afloat until not this Friday, but the following Friday. So yeah, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all are all fucking fantastic and amazing.
I'm pausing because I know he'll hear this. You're a liar. You are a liar.
G-Man's
Nothing
a liar?
you are doing on that channel now has to do with Jesus Christ. Nothing.
So? And? Your point? Like, it's G-Man's fucking channel. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with it. I don't like G-Man, but if he wants to stream what he wants to stream, who am I to tell him not to fucking stream it? Yeah. We didn't know this. It went from laughing at G-Man to being legitimately afraid of him. Rev, you were a mukbanger, and now you're not. No, crazy, right? I saw G-Man in a whole other way when I saw that video of him. I am so glad that I could show y'all G-Man in the lion mask. Oh my god, that video was so fucking good for no goddamn reason. Like, dude, what are you doing in a park at night with a mask? He's looking for bears. Oh, fuck. Oh, this shit was gold. He wants you to show him the transformative DNA that proves that lions and humans are related. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Yeah, he was at his tree. That's his tree. You don't fuck with G-Man's tree. Jason only likes G-Man when he gets something out of their friendship. Pizza, bills paid, he and Shanny constantly take advantage of G-Man. I'm trans and have no reason to feel bad for G-Man, but it's true. You're right. Absolutely fucking right, Anna. Like, you have zero reason to like fucking G-Man, especially because of the things that he has said about trans people. But yeah, Jason views his relationship with G-Man in very much a transactional way. I still remember G-Man on stream locking out a child when he streamed at the appliance store. Yeah, I bet G-Man was looking for bears in a secluded park at night. Yeah. I totally think that was some kind of meetup for what? I don't know. Everyone has something that they're into. Everyone has something. I knew about G-Man since 2011. That man is crazy. That man is crazy. He's always been crazy. And he's always had the same I Heart Jesus hats. He's had those since, I want to say 2000. That's his favorite fucking hat. He has like every single goddamn color. The worst one is the red hat because it looks like it just says I Jesus. Correction, not locking out a child, locking in the porn. He locked a child in the appliance store? Oh my god. Yeah, that hat is a classic. Of course he loves those hats. He made them himself with Buffy. Yeah, he has always had the same hat. Loved when Billy said he bebops through drag. I mean, look. There is a fundamental issue when my child who has his issues. My child can cross the street without getting hit by a car, and G-Man's been hit 4 times. Just throwing that out there, like G-Man's been hit 4 times. There used to be a user that would come around every now and then who like had the greatest name ever. It was just like car number 5. You've been hit once, but was it your fault? Because I'm betting every time G-Man got hit, it was his fault. They locked a kid in the store. He was big mad at someone. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. See, that's not your fault. They turned on a red. Yes, G-Man's been hit by cars 4 times. That we know of. That is a fair point, Red. It could have gone up since the last count. I think G-Man understands look before crossing, but no sense of self-preservation. He just walks in front of the car after looking. He does live in a big city, though, to be fair, right? Well, even if you live in, like, a big city, if you typically stay within neighborhoods of those big cities, like he does, you should be able to cross the street just fine. Know what I'm saying? One day I'll have to do a G-Man centric stream since we are having so much fun talking about him. I've got an archive of G-Man's old channel that has like a bunch of shit on it, and I have his Odyssey, and his Odyssey has like 12 years worth of fucking content on it. So, yeah, G-Man's been archiving his shit on Odyssey for over a decade. Like, people need to quit acting like Odyssey's this brand new place. Like, G-Man's been doing it since before everyone.
You want to slander a woman because she's the main target. I know she is. I don't know how you really feel about me. I have no idea. You want to hurt her with your content under the auspices of I'm sowing and reaping, and this is about Jesus Christ. You are going to be struck by the Lord for lying about a woman you know.
Please start doing regular G-Man streams even after you obtain a home. I swear I'll become your new baby. I've got so much G-Man content. It wouldn't be hard to start streaming it, like especially during all of this stuff with Rev and Shanny and all of this stuff with drag. I have a few streams where Rev and Shanny are actually on panel with G-Man talking about drag because he was like drag exposed, shit like that. So yeah, like I'll start doing some shit, you guys.
Nothing about. Yeah, you've met her in person, and yeah, you've hung out with her, but you don't know her at all. And she really dislikes you and your spirit because you're a narcissist,
Ooh.
Gary.
Gary's a narcissist? No. Are you sure it's not Shanny? And you? Why do you care what G-Man talks about on his channel so much? It's his channel. Like, I have a bunch of subscribers that joined up because of my deep dive content, and They just happen to like overlap with like the lolcow communities that I'm a part of. So it makes sense that they would stick around for both. But I have some people that only show up for like deep dive stuff, and some people that only show up for cow stuff, because some people just aren't interested in like the educational deep dives, and that's cool. But like, who cares what other people stream on their own channel? Who's like, why is that anyone's business? Moo.
And people with an inflated ego to your level do not inherit the kingdom of God, because you are doing sowing and reaping for your own glory.
And what are you doing? What were the streams that you and Shanny were doing, where y'all showed off the hauls of all of this stuff that you bought that you didn't fucking need, and all of the streams that you did of all of these random things? Like, was that not for your own glory? The streams that Shanny did, where she was drunk and she was hitting on G-Man, that wasn't for the glory of God. That's because she was lustful. She was acting in sin. She wasn't even fully divorced from Chris yet. But that doesn't count, right? Because, like, that's your wife. Where's the line, Rev? Like, you have a certain standard that you're trying to get G-Man to uphold and keep, but you have never once upheld and kept that standard yourself. I don't like buddy trolls. To be perfectly honest, I don't see the point of buddy trolling. But I've also never buddy trolled anyone. I don't see the point to it. I think it's fucking weird to like pretend to be friends with someone to get information on them. That's a standard that I keep, but I can also uphold it.
It has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. When's the last time you've done an actual preaching video? Preaching to the choir ministries? Yeah, I think that's pretty dead, Gary. It's preaching to the internet about how horrible Shanny for Christ is.
If that's what he wants to preach, let him preach. Because she's horrible. He put out phone numbers of people because he thought Drag doxed him. 3 people had their number put out there because he was mad. Yeah. I'm not good at being a buddy troll. I'm too much of an asshole, and I can't hold back the emotions of irritation and disapproval that I may hold for said gal. That's fair. It's like the Marty shit. Wouldn't do it, but will laugh at the shit show. Yeah. Fucking wild. Also, G-Man actually recently doxed fucking Shanny's number. He just straight up doxed her number today. Or yesterday? I don't know, it was recent. But like, come the fuck on, dude. G-Man's also fucking doxed the uncle's number before, if memory serves.
That's what you've become. No different than Dragonaut. You are exactly the same, if not with. Now you're worse than Dragnot because you call yourself, you put the cloak of Christianity on, of mask. You put a mask of the face of Jesus Christ.
I have an archive full of way more clips of him threatening way more people. Because yes, he absolutely did threaten Drag and his family. He is, if memory serves, threatened Burnt Toast. I have clips of him threatening other streamers as well. He's threatened a lot of people. He's harassed a lot of people. G-Man still owes me the debate he promised me on the Drunken Peasants years ago. Yeah, he does. G-Man is just... G-Man has already set the bar so fucking low for himself that the only person that expects him to be held to a higher standard and to hold himself to a higher standard at this point in time is Rev. Rev is the only person trying to hold G-Man to this higher standard of godliness, but G-Man has shown that he is not Christian in multiple ways by all of the threatening things that he has said and he has done. G-Man being a good Christian has never been a thing.
On and slander a woman that you don't know at all.
He does know Shanny. G-Man absolutely does know Shanny. G-Man knows Shanny better than the rest of the people like doing reaction videos. To a degree. To a degree. G-Man's also been more than willing to fucking lie on her behalf. We all fucking know this. Yeah, what happened to Love Thy Neighbor? Draven had him on his channel last night and told his mods to block anything towards G-Man in the live stream, including simple questions? What? But, like, that's the thing. Like, it's not like Draven's going to ask him the hard-hitting questions or find out the things that people are wondering. Shit, I was in Draven's chat trying to tell him about the goddamn fucking, body cam footage that I helped BGTV get. And he ignored me the whole time, willing to spread all sorts of fucking misinformation on that incident. Because he didn't fucking know, because he didn't do a single iota of research beforehand. Ugh. Stupidity. Stupidity all around. Oh, yeah. Yeah, G-Man stole 3K. G-Man stole shit from the church. G-Man stole a safe. G-Man's done a lot of fucked up shit. Draven wouldn't know how to do questions if it slapped him in the dick. Just, it's fucking ridiculous. Goddamn fucking ridiculous.
You're fucking disgusting.
G-Man's disgusting? No way.
I gotta chill out. I might come back on if I feel the Holy Spirit guide me into a message, because I want to really try and get that. I've gotten emails from a few people now telling me, "Wow, it's really nice to see you back." And I got a message also that said, "You've been humbled, I can tell," and you're right. You're 100% right. I like I said, I made my own beer. I never asked for one donation ever on my channels, on my main channel that I had. I didn't have channels. I had one channel.
You did have channels though at one point. Do you not remember when you were going to do that wrestling podcast with G-Man? You did one episode of it. You had so much fun. And then Shanny took it all away from you. Man, must be terrible to have a partner that like is supposed to love you and care about you, but rips away all of the things that bring you joy. Oh yeah, and the gaming channel, he had one of those too. They've had multiple gaming channels. Actually, they currently have a Twitch channel. They haven't done anything on it. Let's see. The most surprising thing I've learned from Rev's monologue here is that he used to make his own beer and lived to tell about it. Like, honestly, that's fair. Because I wouldn't expect him to know how to do that properly, but, like, you know. She does not love you, Rev. Run. Yes. Except he won't. He is very dependent upon her. Yeah.
I never ask for help, because why would you when you don't need it? But my co-host on my radio show that I had was going through financial hard times, and I tried to sell the mic I started with on Revelation News on eBay, and even that was like shunned, like you shouldn't do that. And I agree, it was probably not the right thing to do. But that was a one time, and it wasn't donate. It was, hey, here's an eBay auction. Bid on this item, and it's going to go to my co-host because he really needed money at the time. And it was too much for me to handle. I have no reason to lie to you, none. Okay, I'm telling you the truth about Shanny, and she is nothing that the hate squad makes her out to be. Jesus is king.
It actually shows Rev has at least a modicum of talent. Yeah, either that or it's just like dumb luck. Either or. What sounds more disgusting to you, Rev's Rollies or Jason's Brewskis? Jason's Brewskis, actually. And the reason that I say Jason's Brewskis is because we at least know that the tobacco for Rev's Rollies would come from like a bag of tobacco. Like it wasn't just him picking stuff out of like the butts of spent cigarettes and shit, Jason's Brewskis, I don't know what was going on in there, and I don't want to know. But whatever it was good enough to make him wet brain like super hard. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, Jojo, you came right at the end. We're going to be getting out of here soon. But I'm glad that you showed up. Rev has asked the question to Shanny, why don't you leave me? She asks, is that what he wants? Which you realize, yeah, kind of. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when that happened. It was amazing. Classic. Yeah. All right, so it took us like 2 hours to get through that fucking 20-minute video because we kept doing side quests in the chat. Start over. Oh my god. Oh, happy birthday, Rev, I make my own beer. Pours vodka into beer. Will I be on later? I might. I have a friend that might be coming over to see me either like tonight or tomorrow. I'm not sure. But as soon as I know, then like I can adjust when I will be on. So it'll be one of the two. We'll see. I am going to do my closing out spiel. And then we will get the fuck out of here. So, I love watching Mango. All the squeaks in my house are fixed. I will do my best. We will see what goes on. So, ending spiel. Down in the description, you will find links to the stream Pervs, who I am on a shared StreamYard with. You'll also find links to the Petty Fam and the Black Beans, including Tito Canoe, because, well, Tito's infinitely funnier than Yato. I will say it every goddamn stream. You will find Mango's master list of U.S. resources, which includes everything from domestic violence resources to reproductive health resources to LGBTQIA plus resources. If you can't find a resource, hit me up. I'll see what I can do. I'm still looking for one for Reaper, and I need to get back to him soon on that. We had a stream goal set up, like I said before. The stream goal is fairly arbitrary. Today's goal was $150. We have 110. We have 110 to go on the goal, so you know it's going to happen next time we stream. That's just going to be the stream goal plus like $25 because that's what I did last night. Yeah. Thank you to every single last one of y'all for being here. I absolutely love and appreciate y'all, and I hope that y'all have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. Later, guys.